Number 9. Despite being commissioned in 1982, Polarstern is still one of the most advanced icebreakers in its class. It was a flagship of the Alfred Wegener Institute and was built to hold polar and marine research facilities. In fact, between 1999 and 2001, Polarstern was massively remodeled and overhauled to better equip it for scientific polar research. With the ability to operate in the packed ice zone, Polarstern can break up ice as thick as 5 feet and withstand temperatures as low as -58 degrees Fahrenheit. Measuring over 380 feet in length, and with a top sailing speed of 5 knots when breaking through ice, Polarstern is one of Germany's strongest vessels. On average, Polarstern is operational 317 days in the year and covers over 50,000 nautical miles. Through research and supply runs, the ship is an integral part of the German Antarctic research programs. Number 8. Named after the 12th Prime Minister of Canada, Louis S. Saint Laurent is the largest icebreaker in the Canadian fleet. Classed as a heavy Arctic icebreaker, she serves a dual purpose of bringing supplies and aid to some of Canada's most rural communities and providing a strong presence in the polar region. The 393-foot-long vessel is a mighty giant in the freezing north, whose schedule typically consists of voyages to Canada's Arctic, where she carries out multidisciplinary scientific expeditions or supports the annual Arctic Sea Lift to transport military goods where needed. Since she was built in 1969, the ship has been through 35 refits, survived 2 massive fires, broke ground, rescued ships double her size, and offered aid to those living on the tundra of northern Canada. Her captain claims that this hasn't slowed her down, and she is likely to keep going for 15 more years. Number 7. Almirante Irizar is one of Argentina's largest Navy vessels. Named after Julian Irizar, the lieutenant of the Argentinian Navy, most of this ship's missions revolve around resupplying Antarctic outposts and transporting and rotating research personnel. Almirante Irizar's history is long and storied. Throughout the years, she has transported troops during the Falkland War, become a hospital ship, and taken on daring search and rescue missions. However, in 2007, that history almost abruptly ended when a catastrophic fire broke out on board. All crew members were evacuated, and the captain stayed on board alone for nearly 24 hours before being rescued. Having suffered considerable damage and losing the 2 $18 million Sea King helicopters, Almirante Irizar was deemed a total loss. However, the efforts to save her were ultimately successful. After 9 years docked in repairs, she was finally considered safe for the open seas. Unfortunately, the $1.9 million repair bill is a grim reminder of the effects of the 2007 fire. Number 6. USCGC Healy is the United States' largest icebreaker in its Coast Guard fleet. Built in New Orleans, Louisiana, the 420-foot icebreaker was launched on November 15, 1997. The Healy is used primarily as a scientific vessel and has over 4,200 square feet of research and laboratory space. It can burst through ice as thick as 4.5 feet and maintain 3-knot cruising speed thanks to the 4 diesel generators which can generate up to 35 megawatts of power. Unfortunately, in 2020, all Arctic operations had to stop after a fire broke out on the ship just off the coast of Seward, Alaska. This incident damaged critical propulsion systems, and crew members had to reroute to Seattle, Washington for repairs. Despite no reported injuries, Healy must now go under extensive repairs that involve cutting open the ship in order to remove the 106-ton engine inside. Number 5. Built as a successor to AGB 5002 Shirase, the AGB 5003 icebreaker was launched in April of 2008 in Maizuru, Japan. Costing over 37 billion yen and weighing in at over 12,500 tons, this is the 4th of the Shirase series of icebreakers. The 452-foot-long ship is powered by 4 diesel-electric motors, which can provide enough power to reach a top speed of 3 knots when breaking ice as thick as 5 feet in the frozen waters of the Antarctic. The Shirase has had an interesting life since her inclusion in the Japanese Defense Force. In 2013, an anti-whaling group claimed that the vessel was associated with whaling activities, a claim that was strenuously denied and had no evidence to back it up. Though cleared from the accusations, the ship's luck wouldn't last long, and tragedy would strike in 2014 when Shirase unexpectedly ran aground outside Antarctica. Though the outer hull was penetrated, the vessel avoided sinking and managed not to leak any fuel into the environment. This kept danger at bay and let Shirase live to sail another day. Number 4. The Yamal is the youngest of the Arktika series of Russian icebreakers, launched in October of 1992. It uses 2 OK-900A nuclear reactors to power it. and at a length of 486 feet, this kind of power is most definitely needed. Yamal was originally designed in the Soviet era, but by the time she was launched in October 1992, communism had already collapsed. Yamal and her sister ships are confined to operations in the Northern Hemisphere. This is because their reactors, shielded by steel, high-density concrete, and water, need cool water to function, but a trip to the south would mean crossing the equator, where this doesn't exist. Yamal helps to facilitate the growing trend for mass tourism in extreme areas, as she is one of the few vessels capable of getting to the North Pole and bringing tourists with it safely. Number 3. Operated by Rosatomflot, Vegach is the longest-serving icebreaker in the Russian Federation. Powered by a single KLT-40M nuclear reactor, it's capable of breaking ice up to 7 feet thick. Intended to have already been in retirement by now, in 2016, the vessel's nuclear reactor was studied and granted an extension from 175,000 working hours to 200,000 working hours. This added 5 long years to Vegach's lifetime, and in 2018, it earned a world record for the longest-serving nuclear-powered vessel in history. However, the history of Vegach hasn't always been a happy one. In 2011, a fire broke out inside the ship's living quarters, which ended up with 2 people being killed and a third injured due to smoke inhalation. Many were worried that the ship would leak radioactive material into the environment, much like her sister ship Temir had already done that very same year. However, the reactor was luckily not affected, and there was no radiation on board the ship. This was fortunate, as had it been affected, it would have been catastrophic to the ship and for the surrounding environment, which would have been polluted for years to come. Number 2. Russia's 50 Let Pobedi is the second largest icebreaker in the world. This gigantic vessel is 525 feet long and is powered by 2 OK-900A nuclear reactors. The ship's name translates to 50 years of victory, referring to the anniversary of the victory of the Soviet Union in World War II. The Victory has a unique feature which helps it break ice. Its spoon-shaped bow, as well as its huge size and weight, are capable of breaking ice up to 16 feet thick. Although the Victory is now used as a tourist vessel and has many luxurious features such as a bar and sauna among others, this wasn't why it was originally designed. Rather, the icebreaker was purpose-built to pilot the Russian scientific community and cargo ships to hard-to-reach areas in the Arctic and along the Northeast Passage. These days, the ship offers comfortable accommodation and gourmet cuisine for 128 passengers for just over $31,000 per trip. Number 1. The Arktika icebreaker represents a new dawn for icebreakers, as it is the lead ship in a new series of Russian vessels under which is known as Project 22220. The project will eventually see 5 new giant ships be launched, and these will surpass all icebreakers that have gone before them. On the 14th of November, Arktika left the port of Murmansk to officially become the largest icebreaker ever to enter service, having been launched 4 years earlier. Arktika was the first of 3 LK-60 icebreakers, which are dual-draught, wide-beam ships able to handle 9 feet of ice. They are each powered by 2 RITM-200 reactors of 175 megawatts each. With over 568 feet in length, the ship is undoubtedly the king of icebreakers until it's joined by its sibling Sibir, which is expected to enter operation in 2021 and Ural in 2022.
An Icelandic air rescue team is at work rescuing the crew of a cargo ship, Skalva, caught in a storm. A fire broke out on the cargo ship at night. As a result, all the cars were destroyed. While sailing between Warnemünde and Le Havre, a guest was taken ill and required medical treatment on land. The helicopter was too large to fit on the helipad and was required to hover while flying sideways, as the ship was still traveling at 18 knots. Incredible bit of flying. Rescue of injured man from MSC Opera cruise ship. A small fishing boat passes powerful waves near the rocks. A large loaded cargo ship sails in the Pacific Ocean through a 10-point Beaufort storm. A supply ship navigates through a powerful storm in the Arctic Ocean.
Là, il est cassé. Là. Ça y est, il se casse.
On board the ship MS Expedition, Force 12 on the Beaufort scale, from the Antarctic Peninsula to South America.
Det är som isbrytare nu. Det sa jag.
Ja. Ни хрена себе, блин.
Ship loses cargo during storm. High seas in the middle of Atlantic Ocean in winter season. 12. Beaufort wind speed. Hurricane. Continuous rolling pitching. Vessel tried to proceed towards Canada with half a head, but 0 GPS speed, only drifting southerly. You never know what you're going to see when you're out in the ocean. This jet fighter visited us on our Bahamas cruise on the Carnival Miracle. A cruise ship crashes into an iceberg and a burst of water erupts behind the ship. Sawyer Glacier in the Tracy Arm Fjord, Alaska. Fishing vessel passes through a powerful storm. The Fedra engines failed to start, and efforts to secure new lines from 3 large tugs failed. It was pinned up against the cliffs below the Europa Point lighthouse. 4 of the ship's crew were airlifted to safety by the gallant efforts of the Spanish Coast Guard.
That probably did it.
I tried to have a nice relaxing pee and it all got blown away.
Yeah.
Let's calm down a
Hard to imagine the violence of the storm.
Yeah.
bit. It's still very stormy.
Alright, so we're on the anthem of the seas. And this is what we're doing right now. Got an awesome storm going on. Rocking this massive boat. About 100 plus mile an hour winds, as you can see.
ships are nearby.
Stunning footage showing how the ship overcomes the storm. While the crew is calm, it's even fun for them.
Not me, the car. No.
Oh, I got this way.
I'm with music for now.
The aftermath of a major hurricane in the Indian Ocean. Part of the cargo on the ship was lost.
We stopped. Вот шлепнуло.
The 195-meter-long oil tanker was caught in a 12-point storm. The wind speed reaches 50 meters per second. A severe storm caught a cargo ship in the Pacific Ocean. Huge waves are rolling on the deck.
Нихуя себе, блядь. Вот это въебало, блядь. Не знаю, блядь. Хорошо, что не вышли, блядь.
A 160-meter-long cargo ship was caught in a devastating storm near the Cape of Good Hope. The ship's roll reaches 32 degrees at a critical 40. During a cruise ship trip, a passenger suffered a heart attack. A U.S. Marine Boeing Vertol CH-46 Sea Knight came to help. Video taken on the Queen Elizabeth in very rough seas during her maiden transatlantic crossing in January 2011. October 18, 2014. Ebola scare on board. U.S. Coast Guard picking up blood sample from the Carnival Magic en route back to Galveston. The naming ceremony of the new cable-laying vessel of the Italian Prysmian Group took place in Finland. The 171m long vessel was named Prysmian Mona Lisa. The vessel is equipped with 2 carousels for underwater cables weighing 7,000 and 10,000 tons each, and with a hybrid battery system and diesel generators. Prysmian Mona Lisa will be able to lay an underwater cable at a depth of 3,000 meters. Scandi Iceman is a modern deep-sea anchor handler designed for versatile and reliable fieldwork in harsh environments. The vessel is built with a wide 24 meters beam for good general stability and, in particular, safe anchor handling operations. Subsea 7 has taken delivery of 7 Vega. The new relay vessel is already operational and has started loading pipe for its first project. This Damen PSV 3300 CS is a medium-sized PSV dedicated to the transport of goods to and from offshore locations. It is given global relevance with its DP2 capabilities, 551, and preparation for oil recovery duties. Polar Onyx is an offshore construction vessel designed and built by UL Stein. Delivery to GC Reber Shipping. First assignment in deep waters offshore Brazil for Petrobras. The 7 Falcon is one of the most advanced diving vessels in the world, featuring a 24-man twin-bell saturation diving system rated to 400 meters and a heave-compensated 250-ton crane. The Ulstein-designed ultra-long-distance towing vessels, ALP Keeper and ALP Sweeper of ALP Maritime's Future Class, towed an FPSO from Singapore to Angola. Royal Caribbean's Anthem of the Seas cruise ship VS Hurricane Storm's 180 mph winds and 30-foot waves. A giant cargo ship transports timber during a storm. These waves are quite powerful and high. At such moments, the full force of nature is really felt. A large fishing vessel flying the flag of the Netherlands confidently passes the waves in a storm. Its load capacity is 5,162 tons. On the morning of 16th April 2014, the ferry MV Sewol sank while en route from Incheon towards Jeju City in South Korea. The 6,125-ton vessel sent a distress signal from about 2.7 kilometers north of Byongpungdo at 0858 KST.
Incredible footage of a 12,000-ton cargo ship caught in a 10-point storm. There are very long and high waves in the Bay of Biscay. You need to be prepared for this.
Aurora Australis, in a fully developed force 9 gale on her way to Antarctica. Wind 40-45 knots. Significant wave height 9 meters, but the most impressive wave is the dumping 14-meter breaker just ahead of the ship. The crew of a Dutch cargo ship was rescued during a storm off the coast of Norway. The ship was in danger of sinking and causing an oil spill. The footage shows some of the 12 crew members jumping into the ocean, after which they were rescued by a helicopter. The rest were lifted straight from the deck. All of them were taken to a safe place. An oil vessel in distress ran aground off the coast, a few dozen meters from Réunion Island. A serious accident, as the island is being shaken by a strong tropical cyclone, Batsirai. The 3,400-ton vessel sails through a storm in the North Sea.
No, shh, don't say that. Don't say that.
You got that one?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Cool bananas. Cool bananas. YouTube, here it comes.
I'll look out for it. 3 meter swell in Antarctica.
Yeah, 3 meters swell. 2.5. Through a clean window.
Yeah, the window's
Oh
clean,
yes, look out. Here we go. Oh shit. Oh man. Thanks for cleaning the window, Chad. That'll do me.
What's that?
Yeah, that's not a good sound.
I think that's the...
Peace.
The Russian cargo ship broke in half, unable to withstand the impact of the wave. The crew is requesting assistance.
This is for the vessel Arvid. Mayday, my vessel broken. My vessel, mayday, Arvid.
A chemical tanker crashes into waves over 10 meters high during a hurricane-force wind off the coast of Portugal. A powerful storm of this category can or severely damage a ship. A fishing boat is sailing through a powerful storm. Huge waves cover the ship and toss it like a light boat. I wonder if the team is scared. Rare footage from the bridge of the aircraft carrier USS Kitty Hawk, returning home to the naval base in Yokosuka, Japan, during a powerful storm. The starboard bridge at the bow was severely damaged by the impact of strong waves, and the safety net was torn off. Currently, the aircraft carrier has been removed from active service.
Holy look at that!
A cruise ship sailing through the legendary Drake Strait between the southernmost tip of South America and Antarctica was caught in a powerful storm. "40-foot heart-stopping waves that were enough to knock other passengers off their feet. This is really an unforgettable adventure, perhaps for which people go on an ocean cruise.
Helicopter
Sage. Isso é tudo bom, tem? Costuma comer todo lado? Cheio. Đem nó xuống.
Number 10. ALP Striker. It sails under the flag of the Netherlands and was manufactured by Nagata at its Japan shipyard in 2016. It is an anchor-handling vessel used to tow large structures such as oil rigs to new locations. It has fuel capacity to tow at full power for 45 days. It measures 89 meters long by 22 meters wide. It has a gross tonnage of 5,900 tons and a pulling force of more than 300 tons. It has 4 engines with 20,800 horsepower in total and can reach a maximum speed of 19 knots or 35 kilometers per hour. Number 9. Edda Passat. It sails under the Norwegian flag and was manufactured by Gondan in its Asturian shipyard in Spain in 2018. It is a service operation vessel used to house and station technicians in charge of maintaining offshore wind turbines. It is equipped with 2 deck cranes and 1 gangway. It measures 82 meters long by 17 meters wide and has a space for 60 occupants. It has a gross tonnage of 4,800 tons and a cargo capacity of 3,200 tons. It has 4 engines with 10,300 horsepower in total and can reach a speed of 13 knots. Number 8. Viking Princess. It sails under the Norwegian flag and was manufactured by Gondan in its Asturian shipyard in Spain in 2018. It is a service operation vessel used to house and station technicians in charge of maintaining offshore wind turbines. It is equipped with 2 deck cranes and 1 moving walkway. It measures 82 meters long by 17 meters wide and has space for 60 occupants. It has a gross tonnage of 4,800 tons and a cargo capacity of 3,200 tons. It has 4 engines with 10,300 horsepower in total and can reach a speed of 13 knots. Number 7. Ramform Titan. It sails under the Bahamas flag and was manufactured by Mitsubishi Heavy Industries and its Nagasaki shipyard in Japan in 2013. It is a seismic vessel used to locate offshore oil fields. It uses up to 24 seismic units positioned behind the ship on long cables up to 12 kilometers long. It measures 104 meters long by 70 meters wide and has space for 80 crew members. It has a gross tonnage of 20,600 tons and a cargo capacity of 7,300 tons. It has 6 hybrid engines with 31,300 horsepower in total and can reach a speed of 16 knots. Number 6. Maersk Inventor. It sails under the Danish flag and was manufactured by COSCO at its Dalian shipyard in China in 2018. It is a submarine support vessel used to carry out a wide range of deep-water operations. It is equipped with a main crane with a capacity of 400 tons that can work at a depth of 3,000 meters. It measures 137 meters long by 27 meters wide. It has a gross tonnage of 14,900 tons and a cargo capacity of 9,700 tons. It has 4 engines with 27,800 horsepower in total and can reach a speed of 14 knots. Number 5. Happy Star.
It sails under the flag of the Netherlands and was manufactured by Zhejiang Ohua in its Zhoushan shipyard in China in 2014. It is a heavy lifting vessel that is equipped with 2 cranes of 1,100 tons capacity each. It is used to transport extremely heavy or high-volume cargoes and can sail unusually through ice. It measures 156 meters long by 29 meters wide. It has a gross tonnage of 18,300 tons and a cargo capacity of 18,000 tons. It has one engine with 11,900 horsepower and can reach a speed of 17 knots. Number 4. Deep Explorer. It sails under the Bahamas flag and was manufactured by Vard Tulsia at his Romanian shipyard in 2016. It is a multi-purpose dive support vessel that is used as a floating base for professional diving projects. It has new generation diving systems and can work even in extreme weather conditions. It measures 157 meters long by 27 meters wide and has a capacity of 150 occupants. It has a gross tonnage of 19,200 tons and a cargo capacity of 11,000 tons. It has 2 hybrid engines with 23,100 horsepower in total and can reach a top speed of 14 knots. Number 3. Amazon. It sails under the Maltese flag and was manufactured by Lloyd Werft at its Bremerhaven shipyard in Germany in 2014. It is used to install subsea pipelines connecting oil rigs to offshore refineries. It is equipped with 2 mast cranes with a combined capacity of 800 tons and can work at a depth of 3,500 meters. It measures 199 meters long by 32 meters wide. It has a gross tonnage of 31,200 tons and a cargo capacity of 31,900 tons. It has 2 engines with 36,700 horsepower in total and can reach a speed of 13 knots. Number 2. Nexans Aurora. It sails under the Norwegian flag and was manufactured by Ulstein at its Ulsteinvik shipyard in Norway in 2021. It is a cable ship that is used for the installation of submarine cables used in telecommunications or transmission of electrical energy. It can work in adverse weather conditions anywhere in the world. It has a rotating platform and capacity for 10,000 tons of cable. It measures 149 meters long by 31 meters wide. It has a gross tonnage of 22,200 tons and a load capacity of 17,000 tons. It has 6 engines with 25,000 horsepower in total and can reach a maximum speed of 14 knots. Number 1. Spartacus. It sails under the Belgian flag and was manufactured by Royal IHC at its Kinderdijk shipyard in the Netherlands in 2021. It is the world's largest and most powerful cutter suction dredger. It is used to cut and remove material from the bottom and lift it to the surface. It runs on liquefied natural gas and can operate down to a depth of 45 meters. It measures 164 meters long by 34 meters wide. It has a gross tonnage of 18,400 tons and a cargo capacity of 6,400 tons. It has 6 engines with 59,200 horsepower in total and can reach a speed greater than 11 knots.